let go of your stress. Just swirl your hands up in the air and be happy with your soul. It's a joy to be happy, happy in everything. I am good with me. It's a joy to be happy, happy in everything. I am good with me. It's a joy to be happy, happy in everything. I am good with me. It's a joy to be happy, happy in everything. I am good with me. It's a joy to be happy.
Blame it on the blues, got you feeling loose. Blame it on the tone, got you feeling gone. Blame it on the alcohol.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Throwback Thursday, 2009. Kind of paying homage to Steph Curry. We're just picking years out of the sky. I mean, pretty much. So 2009 is the year that Steph Curry came into the NBA with the Golden State Warriors, and the league hadn't been the same since as they win their second championship this past week. Should have probably had 3 in the past 3 years, but they did win their second a couple of nights ago. And so today we're going back to 2009. In 2009, Chris Brown's battery charges against Rihanna and the shocking picture of her black eye at the surface on the internet. I'm looking at this picture of Rihanna. Chris Brown, I had forgot. Chris Brown beat the shit out of this girl, man. I mean, her nose is like so puffed out and swollen. Looks like her lip is busted. Both her eyes. It's a grainy-looking picture or whatever, man. But, I mean, he really did a number on her. Like, I had forgotten. I don't pay attention to the R&B, stars of today like that, clearly. But I forgot how bad he beat this chick up. And he always gets a lot of grief, and people always talk about his past, and he's apologized over and over and over again. But when you see this picture, you're like, damn, dude really did beat shit out of this girl. So that happened in 2009. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. Let me read some messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com from Dobby. I already read this message, actually, and then I couldn't understand what Dobby was saying, but he says Floyd's going to get number 50 against an amateur while making $200 million, kind of echoing the same thing I said earlier, and Dobby may even have said it first. Number 50 means the 50th fight. The all-time record in boxing for retiring undefeated is 49 by Rocky Marciano, which is one of the reasons I always said when Floyd announced his retirement, and Floyd may have had a couple of different retirements, but when he announced his last retirement, there was no way in hell that I thought that he wouldn't come out of retirement at some point and pass Rocky Marciano. Boxing fans, you remember that famous scene from, what was it? Was it Coming to America? Yeah, I think it was Coming to America. He kicked Floyd Patterson? No, it wasn't Floyd Patterson. Rocky Marciano kick whoever person's ass, boxer's ass. Damn, I'm drawing a blank on that. So whatever it was, is boxing fans have this great love affair, okay, for Rocky Marciano and the history of him going out undefeated. Floyd Mayweather, that's right up his alley to, go back and just destroy history and rub it in the faces of these boxing purists. So I never thought that he wouldn't come out of retirement at some point to get number 50 to pass Rocky Marciano. And it was Joe Louis. He kicked Joe Louis's ass. So I never thought that he wouldn't come out of retirement to have this 50th fight, just to spite, boxing purists. And such is the case. From Melvin, I think to save face, Conor will have to get disqualified during the fight. It works well for everyone. I'm sure Conor is not going to take a beat down by a professional boxer. You know what? I've heard people say that that's something that might happen, that Conor McGregor might revert back to boxing, once he starts getting his ass kicked. Just like reflexes might kick in, and he might kick Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the side of the head. Let me say this, man. If they do something like that, if he were to do something like that, they're going to kill him in the ring, okay? Because I'm sure that Mayweather's camp is already on guard against something crazy, some foolishness like that. And we've seen that happen many, many times before in boxing, where the corners, where the managers, where the trainers, everybody, the entourage of said fighter, after something happens, somebody gets hit after the bell or whatever, and everybody storms into the ring and it's a big melee. Oh, yeah, not only would it be a melee, but I think Conor McGregor might lose his life. They better not try no BS like that. From Dre Wells, people are going to part ways with their money to watch that spectacle, Sham, or not. Yes, they are. Broncos boy. I hope McGregor don't forget he's boxing and kicks Floyd in the head, laugh out loud. That's what I just talked about just now. And you know what? Maybe it does happen, but it's going to be real ugly in that ring if it does. Like, can you imagine if Floyd Mayweather Jr. is boxing, just putting the business on this dude, McGregor, and McGregor kicks him in the back of his leg, MMA style? Nah, that ain't going to fly. That's not going to fly. J. Clyde censored. The hype leading up to the fight will be quite entertaining. You better believe it. Oh, I can't wait until the darn stare down. The weigh-in and stare down. You know that's probably going to end up being a melee from Sluggo. I just hope Floyd doesn't take this fight lightly and get caught with a desperation hook or something like that. That would be catastrophic. That's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. Talked about that a little bit earlier. No way in hell. From Brian Hill, Sluggo, real boxers haven't caught him slipping. You're fine, sir. That's the point I made earlier. Real boxers in 49 fights. Guys that have done this for a living, guys that have trained their entire lives in the sport of boxing, hasn't caught Floyd Mayweather slipping. Why do we think that it's even a remote possibility with Conor McGregor? LD from the D, trust me, J. Clyde, if you buffering, you're not getting all of them 100 BPSs. From J. Clyde, since I only buffer for NFL and boxing, everything else is buffer-free. I'm not even sure what the term buffer means. From Sluggo X Clyde, no doubt B-Hill, I would hate to see them folks celebrate. From Rough Buff X Clyde, Sluggo, the fire stick does not have as much processing power as the box. Oh, they're talking about the fire stick and buffering, I think. One chance, don't Floyd wait till Ninja's old as all get out to get in the ring and run around and avoid hits to get a W, though. Here you go with that rhetoric. From Sin, only way to be buffering, more of that buffering talk. From Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, this is all about the Benjamins. Why waste time watching this when I can cut my grass? Because you want to see people get hit in the face for the most part. Listen, be honest with yourself. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Be honest with yourself. You remember when you were in elementary school or even middle school or, hell, even high school or even in the club a couple of weeks ago when somebody screamed out the word, fight, you didn't run away. You ran towards it. Even though you knew it was a bigger guy that was good with his hands against a smaller guy, you kind of wanted to see somebody get punched in the face. That's kind of like a natural, animalistic type side of us, especially Americans. You want to see it. I hear what you say, Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, and I agree. This thing is a sham. It's probably going to be a knockout, and Floyd even doesn't knock people out, but he's probably just going to just tee off on this guy for so many rounds. McGregor's going to be able to probably take a couple of punches, and Floyd's just going to just dominate this guy for a couple of rounds and probably finish him. I'm calling for it to be a knockout. But, yeah, you could be doing something else, cutting your grass, cutting your toenails even, but you would rather see somebody get hit in the face. And when you're talking about big names in sports, we all love sports. You want to see Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight and do what he does in his profession. You want to see Conor McGregor fight. I get what you're saying, bruh, but maybe you don't spend the money like me. But if one of your boys down the street has this fight, you're going to go and see. You're probably going to take a six-pack like myself. Yeah. From, who do we have here? You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Miss Mocabella. So this is going to be another BAB and Texas tie bet with that ninja not going to pay that $5,000. Wait a minute. Is that ninja saying that he's not going to pay me my 5 stacks? If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, that ninja is a guy that listens to the show. Actually a big supporter of the Stews for many, many years. And he has his own show on the network. I'll give you a little background on the guy. He's an Ohio State fan, which is a problem with me because, I'm a Miami fan. And he's, very contentious in the chat room and a lot of times just saying a bunch of foolishness. He bet me $5,000 that this thing wasn't even going to happen. I need my money. That's the story in a nutshell. From Peter Quill, this fight will be the exact reason why I don't trust some of Floyd's previous fights. Some of those fights were shams too, in my opinion. All I want to know when people say that, I ask the question, who's he supposed to fight? He fought the best of the best. Were the best of the best not the best of another era? Probably not. Were some of the guys that Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought over these years, were they, less than desirable if you're talking about boxing in the 70s and the 80s? Maybe. But all he could do is fight the guys in front of him, and he dominated those guys. Dominated. From that ninja, nothing about this is incredible. What will be incredible is to watch white America give you 1 billion reasons as to why Conor McGregor can win. They're going to completely sell out of all the Irish flags. That may be true, but I need my money. Let's get back to the point at hand. Can we get back to the point at hand? And that's my money. That's my money. And it's funny. And wait, I'm not going to even judge yet. Maybe you saying that the check is in the mail. As a matter of fact, let me say this right now. Do not send me a check. I need a money order or I need cash. I'll meet you halfway between here and Birmingham, Alabama. All right? Don't send me a check. Let's back up from that. Let's backpedal from that. I need cash, money order, cashier's check, something like that, ninja. Don't let us put you in the same category as BAB, as Babs, who don't pay his debts. All right? I need that money. I don't know how else to tell you, man, but I really need that money. I need that money, man. Back in 3 minutes. Lord knows I need that money.
Yes. Oh! Like we always do about this time. Knuckle up, get him up. Let's go. Got him, good. He's a hater, gotta go. He's a hater, get him, boy. Get him, got him, good. Get him, got him, good. He's a hater, gotta go. Get him, got him, good. Joseph, I'm something like a player, man. What up? If you're something like a hater, man, shut up. Then I don't get creative, man. Hit your user square, man. Got back, see you later, man. Show up. Whatever the case, got a thing by my waist. Around, put it right in your face. Hard to talk, we ain't got no face. Jakes, trick the case. Matter of fact, your fate. I'm about to escape off the interstate. Cops on my tail, I ain't pumping brakes. I got to do it moving. Talking all that, that's the reason why you're oozing. We don't need confusion. It's Willie Joe. Represent that Valley Joe. Tryna fight me, gotta go. I can tell you really don't know me well. You need a ponytail. You dumbest. Matter of fact, here's a couple shells. Dressed in black in my Adidas shell. Through that stock, data and rail. BMW, my